Hey, Mud Family. Welcome to snowy Montana. It just got above freezing. It's been a bit nippy here, but it's nice and toasty in the workshop here, where we've been working on the rocket heater that we started last fall this time. And we finally got it looking nice. We finished up getting it functional, but it was ugly, so I didn't post much about it back then. All the cob with the straw sticking out and the barrels all covered with rust and mud. A lot like me, but now it's prettier, so I'm going to show it off a bit. This is a batch box, an 8-inch batch box of a Peter Vandenberg design, made out of fire brick and cob and barrels, basically. The inside of the core is fire brick cut with a V at the bottom of it to focus all of the coals into one spot so they keep burning hot. Just above that one hot spot, there's a little tube. There's a double tube there that Thomas Rubino made from Dragon Heaters. I'll put his website in the comments. Dragonheaters.com, I think is what that is. But yeah, he whipped that up for us. Basically, there's a stainless steel tube at the other end poking up into the burn port at the other end of the fire chamber here, and it deposits preheated air into the exhaust to burn up whatever's left of the flammables in there, instead of sending them out to be pollution or stick as creosote to the inside of the chimney. We don't want that. But there's a chimney or riser in the back of that burn chamber that pokes up about yay high inside of this barrel and gives it a nice draft and puts all that hot gas inside of the barrel. Inside of that barrel is pretty warm, about 900 degrees up there, 500 degrees right there, and it radiates heat into the room pretty well. In fact, so well that we put this heat shield there. There's a layer of air. There's an open space at the bottom and at the top. It's really important, so it when it gets hot behind there, it sucks air up from below and pushes it out the top to keep air circulating and cooling that wall so it doesn't catch on fire. And then the exhaust comes out the center here into this double barrel, and this is a stratification chamber. As you can see, it's about 200 degrees up there, and about 139, 140 down there. So the hottest gases are basically rising up to the top of there and radiating out into the room, and the coolest gases, which are still 150, 180 degrees when they come out of this pipe, are coming up the pipe and through that heat shield and through the roof, and that's the exhaust. But basically we're cooling down the exhaust as much as possible, keeping as much as possible of the heat in the room. And it's doing very nicely. It's about 75 degrees in here. It's been burning for about an hour. One of these days here, Andreas and I'll have the 3D plan set ready to share. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch on the forums on the Batchbox heater as designed by Peter Vandenberg. Got to give him credit for that brilliance. It really works nicely. In some ways it's nicer than a Rocket J-tube in that you can just throw some wood in there and forget about it for 45 minutes or whatever, and it just chugs away. You don't have to feed it. So that's what's going on here. Hope you have a lovely day.